Hey guys, so CIG's just released a brand new ground vehicle, small ground vehicle. It's multi-purpose, and we're just going to have a quick look, watch the video together, and then we're going to go check it out in the game. Right, let's go.
Earlier this year at Invictus, we introduced the Greycat MDC, which is the first in a family of ground vehicles from Greycat. The MDC was designed as this sort of utilitarian, all-purpose rover-style vehicle that allows two players to just bomb around the battlefield, exploring, storage on board for whatever they need, and then as well having mission storage boxes on the back. So really, it was a ground vehicle capable of doing the majority of our ground vehicle roles. And today we're introducing the MDC, which is your Mobile Defense Center.
Oh, right, sorry. It's the MDC, not the DC. So I just missed off a letter. Let's carry on.
The MDC is the ultimate ground support vehicle that you can take into battle.
It's designed to give you that little bit extra protection.
There's no vehicle that's better to support your team.
The first thing you're going to notice when you see the MDC is the PDT on the back, and Point Defense Turret. The PDT itself is new. It's a ballistic Gatling version of the existing bearing point defense turrets we have elsewhere.
Okay, so I just want to say I'm not a fan of the Gatling weapons, but the fact that it's a PDT is cool, and I'll be interested to see how powerful it is. However, I'm not a big fan of the Gatling because you run out of ammo very, very quickly because everyone's just got a trigger finger. You just want to press and hold it, right? So yeah, just want to say that off the bat. Let's carry on.
The game. Obviously, being a ballistic, it has finite ammo, so this will need to go back to a location to reload. But the trade-off for that is that it has an increased alpha damage, so it is more useful against shielded and armored targets.
So the reason we decided to put a PDT on a ground vehicle was because when you have events like Jumptown and people are there loading their ships and getting other bits and pieces, you're very vulnerable to attack, giving them a different means to actually defend themselves or if they're on their own.
The PDT on the MD.
What? Did you just see that? That little thing took out a ship? One sec. I need to see that again. What? No way. See? So he's facing the opposite way, right? So let's have a look.
Pieces. You're very vulnerable to attack.
Yeah.
Giving them a different means to actually defend themselves or if they're on their own.
Bye-bye.
The PDT on the MDC is swappable. So that means you can have the missile variant, the Gatling variant.
What?
And the laser variants.
Laser, missile, as well as the Gatling? Wow. And they've got increased power compared to the other ground vehicle weapons. No, you just know CIG is going to nerf this. Like, once they sell a whole bunch, they're just going to go and nerf it, right? You just know they're going to do that. Let's have a let's keep watching. But it's cool that you can swap them for like the missiles and the laser version. I'll be interested to try the laser version out. Not a big fan of the Gatling, as I said. Not a big fan of the missile version. But the laser version, yes, please. Let's have a look.
The missile and the laser variants is now available in 4.4 within in-game stores.
Nice. In-game stores. Oh, we're going to check this
Driving
out.
the MDC around is very much like driving the MTC around. Its handling is almost identical. It's capable of getting to places the MTC is capable of getting and can be carried in the same sort of vehicles as the MTC. But whilst you're driving around, the PDT is automatically engaging threats against you as a player.
Can you?
Whether that's incoming ordnance or ships.
Wow. So I wonder if you can disable that automatic firing. Yeah, can someone let me know in the comments? I wonder if you can disable that. Let's carry on.
But as an added bonus, it is also very useful as a base defense mechanism.
Yeah, makes sense.
You can park this vehicle up, leave it there, and then it will continue the same role of defending against targeted ordnance and ships whilst you're outside the vehicle.
Nice. Oh, if you've got like 3 or 4.
The exterior is a
Wow.
mix between utilitarian and minimalistic. We wanted to find good balance between those.
The MXC is a really nice chassis to work with. We thought about the different variants when we were designing the base chassis, and I think it lends itself really well.
So this
It
is
kind of leads into that
the
military
other version?
idea of they don't want to be making everything from scratch. They want parts to be serviceable,
Oh, no,
they want
this
it to be
is the same thing.
interchangeable. We've tried to keep the overall silhouette of the vehicle and its overall size as close to the main chassis as we can, but then when it jumps into action, the turret lifts up on this big platform that is very well
Nice.
supported, very, very strong.
That's
and it gives a little bit greater visibility, not only of the sky, but also of the surrounding area. You can see the engineering that's gone into it, and I think it's really successful in conveying what its purpose is.
The interior is based on the teenage engineering design, rounded corner and bold buttons.
As soon as you walk
Loving the beard, man. Loving the beard. Sorry, let's carry on.
in, on the rear wall, it's all of the components. So everything you need to make the vehicle drive, everything you need to make the vehicle function.
My favorite part of interior is those 2 weapon racks next to each other, and just open the door, access to weapon rack, get the gun and go back.
You've got your fire extinguisher, and then you're straight into the cockpit, straight into driving it around and blowing things up.
I can definitely see these being used a lot within the universe, especially
yeah.
things like Jumptown style events or the DMR rally, where there's always a threat of incoming ships ruining everyone's fun. Or causing everyone's fun. I suppose it depends what side you're on.
It's my first ship vehicle that I worked on it from scratch, and really amazing concept from Sam.
I really have a good time designing it and finding ways of putting everything together, making everything fit and worked within the constraints of the vehicle.
This is the second vehicle in the family that we're showing, and I think you can see that commonality between the 2 existing ones, and it just adds that extra utility, which I think is very useful.
And we're off to the NFC next year for crafting.
Wait, what?
For someone that wants to take
what did
those
he say
extra
about
few
crafting?
steps just to...
And we're off to the NFC next year for crafting.
So there's a crafting version of this? We're off to the MFC. Wait, I didn't quite... And we're off to the MFC next year for crafting. Okay. Okay.
For someone that wants to take those extra few steps just to ensure that something's looking out for them, that something's protecting them.
So what happens to the person who gets 30 of these and lines the top of their 890 jump with them?
Kaboom.
That person feels really safe.
Damn right. That's gonna be mad. Wow. Oh, no. Yes. That's just sick. Look at this. What if someone actually did this? Oh, wow. That's mad. Look at this. How many are there? 1, 2, 3. Just count the guns. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 of those on top of a... what ship is that? I always forget. Someone in the comments can tell me. Wow. How cool was that? That was so cool. Let me know what you guys think of the ship. I thought it looks like it's going to be too overpowered for me. And you just know that once you, typically with CIG, you just know that once you'll buy the ship, or once they sell like 20, 30, 50 of these, they're just going to nerf it. Because, people complain, players complain, and then all of a sudden, they're going to come out and nerf it, basically, just like they do with everything else. So, yeah. But let me know if you're going to buy it. We'll go and check it out in a minute. I'll probably go live in a minute and check it out. Let me know what you guys think of the Greycat MDS. Hopefully I got that right. MDC. And yeah, subscribe and like. Thank you very much. Take care. Bye-bye.